Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's play Hearts of Iron for Millennium Die Nigeria. Let us continue on where we last left off. So, I did pay a lot of money, like a stupid amount of money to increase our economic boom status. I forgot that it cost me $61 billion, and now here we are. Fantastic. So, one thing I do want to point out before we get started here is, at the end of the last episode, Somalia broke out into a massive civil war, right? We've got Somalia, we've got Al-Shabaab, we have a different Somali National Alliance, we got Jubaland, the southwestern state of Somalia. Like, a lot of great names here. I want to just point out at normal Somalia for a second. So we got the communists in charge. They're not aligned. Nothing too crazy there. But if you actually look at the ideology description of the communists here, it says that they're libertarians. So I'm not too sure exactly what's going on in Somalia. I think it's best if we just avoid it for now. I mean, we're getting a lot of political power, which is quite nice. Recovery rate goes up. More organization for the tanks. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we have a tank. So I think we can safely ignore that aspect for the time being. We're actually now losing money again. Can I just, like, pay off a little bit of this debt? Like, I know... Can I, like, make interest on the money I have in my bank account? I think that would be nice. Because your gross income. What does this button do if we're making negative money? Does it prints 2 weeks of net income, but our net income is negative. So what the hell does this button actually do for in the negatives? I think I'd prefer not to find out. $15 billion. Fucking man, we've. I mean, I guess we could cut, like, government programs. Like, I could shrink the size of the government again, but I think that's, like, the wrong thing to do. Because if I shrink the size of the government, it's going to be a lot harder for us to properly fight corruption, right? That's what it seems like to me. I also want to get the tribal leaders to like me a little bit more. We're at 435. You know what? Cancel this for now. Let's go for the Middle Belt legislation. It's going to give us 15 points on tribal leaders. I believe that they will, actually, or it's just having the tribal leaders always a 25% corruption charge. It might always just be a 24% corruption charge. Could I theoretically, like, replace the tribal leaders with somebody else? Like, I don't know who it would be with. Like, honestly, probably the farmers. I don't know if they actually like me, though. For an investment duration, interest rate -1. I mean, they seem like they'd also be pretty good for us. And also office sector construction speed, I'd be pretty happy with. And you guys also now don't like me, right? No, you don't. Other than the oil barons love us. The other kind of aspects of government are a little bit more hesitant. Yeah, I think that cost of corruption is just always going to be there, plus 25%. So maybe I've made a mistake by going for Middle Belt. But it'll give me more, I guess, resource gain efficiency and civilian factory construction speed. Let's go back. Let's just go down to systemic corruption. Yeah, I mean, this just seems overall. I mean, look, the background's green now. It's green. I could save $300 billion by canceling these 3 military factories. How much do you cost for me to increase construction speed? 1%. So I think it's like 800 or 0.8 on this to get a 20% construction speed bonus. So you're on October 8th. If I were to click this button, it goes to October. So it's 4 days faster. Okay, no, that's not that is not worth it even in the slightest. Tanzania, sure, we could have a non-aggression pact. Oh yeah, by the way, how much money do we earn off the naval dockyard? We have one of them. They are worth 0.056. So I think they're actually, like, the worst one on the list. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the worst one on the list. by a long shot. What about military? Military factories are 0.14 for 5. No, technically for 2 of them. So that 0.149 times 9. So it'd still be worse. It looks like it is office sector, followed by civilian, followed by military, followed by naval yards. Naval yards apparently just don't make money, which I'm surprised by, because you would think that a naval yard would be pretty good for commerce. But maybe I'm just a fucking moron. Maybe I don't know anything. But we also need high police intelligence funding to do... what do you cost us points. You give us stability, which is nice. But I know we need high police funding in order to do one of you. We need to have actually need severe threat. Oh, it's just substantial threat. Maybe because radicalization is so low that it actually affects this number as well. I don't know. But keep fighting you guys for now. We can't raid hideouts. Yeah, because we don't have high police funding. Look, the police just cost a lot of money, okay? Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, well, okay. Literacy rates increased by 0.8%. Okay, the literacy rate increase is slowing down, which seems pretty bad. Sure, Uganda. I apparently have this non-aggression pact with half of Africa. Like, I'm kind of on good terms with a lot of people right now. Even Morocco likes us, which is nice. By the way, Benin. Russia's declared war on Yugoslavia. What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean Russia's declared war on Yugoslavia? They don't border each other. I mean, technically there's a port. Like, they could invade Montenegro. What's going on in the world? Like, it doesn't... But 23% world tension. Got civil wars in Somalia. Sudan's in a war. Rwanda and Uganda. Oh, yeah, I forgot Rwanda and Uganda were at war. They've lost, like, one province so far, which is kind of, like, embarrassing. I don't know how they've accomplished so little in this time frame. And then Afghanistan and Pakistan, unsurprisingly, is just a stalemate. Actually, no, Afghanistan's pushing a little bit here. So let's see. 7 to 25. So Russia, at minimum, has about as many troops as Yugoslavia does. Belarus and Kazakhstan. Can't see them really doing too much for the war effort, to be honest with you. Also, they're all heavily nationalist. Kazakhstan's actually led by a military junta. I guess they could, like, because they invade the Black Sea through here, probably. Like, I don't know if Turkey would let them go through. I mean, Turkey did leave NATO. But I don't know if that makes sense for them to do. Do more terrorism raiding. Again, we have so much command power. I don't know what to even do with it. I guess I'll just go with offensive doctrine. Sounds good to me. Okay, UK. I really needed to, like, fuck off. Like, seriously. Raid, resource exploit, revenue, multiplier. I mean, globalized trade economy, it really just seems like it's working for us. Are there any of these things that we care about? Attack and core territory. I mean, we can maybe try to become more interventionalist. Because right now, we're at 22% world tension. It's going to start ticking down, right? What's the resting rate right now? Is it still 0? It's still 0. I think it needs to go above 25%. You need world tension at 20. So theoretically, if we do limited intervention, we could send volunteers to conflicts around the world. Also, Libya got taken over by the Libyan Islamic Fighting Group. So, I mean, I would say, I don't know if these are exactly Al-Qaeda, but they're doing pretty well. They've got some territory in Somalia. They're doing pretty well in Libya as well. Nigerian industry is also, like, kind of ass. I'm going to take you. It's going to cost me $15 billion, but, like, what the hell can I do about it? We're going to go down to widespread corruption. And see, this is where the rich get richer. We just get our way down to negligible corruption. Follow that, we just shrink the size of the government, so we're not spending... We can save like $1.5 billion per week. And then we can throw that into either education or into like healthcare. Right now, I mean, the healthcare system is just... Oh god, healthcare is so expensive! Gives me more monthly population. I honestly don't even think that's something I actually want. Pensions are also extremely, extremely expensive. What do you give me? You give me 10% political power, 3% stability. I mean, I wouldn't mind cutting social spending. That would save us $4 billion a week. Which would really allow us to kind of cut down on this debt. I don't want to have less than $15 billion. Because right now we're making $3 billion right now. Which, I mean, it seems really good. Like I'm really happy with those results. Especially since you keep finding corruption. Republicans that won the 2004 election. I don't think anybody should be surprised by that. 21%. What do we need? If we went down to, say, regional interventionism, that drops it still by 20%. What's the difference in these two, then? Oh, we could join factions easier. We need global intervention in order to intervene a little bit more. Like, you wouldn't mind intervening in Guyana? China had 88.35% influence in Guyana. I think Guyana is going to become like a Chinese puppet state very soon. 0.14% independence. That's absurd. 74. I mean, really, actually, if you compare ourselves to most of our neighbors, it's really me that is not independent in any way, shape, or form. Can I fight the British again? I mean, I guess... The United States at 9%. Ethiopia's at 5%. Attack the UK again. Because this lowers them by 5%. I wouldn't mind doing... I mean, 10... This increases us by 2%. Like, kind of like genuinely, like, who gives a shit? Like, that is so nothing. It's less than nothing. Do I have any support in any of you guys? Like 1%, 0.49%. Like, really, my influence worldwide is not really felt. Which is a bit of a shame. By the way, you guys are still really, like, 50% stability, 50% war support. Economic intervention. I don't think, like, any of you were that good. I mean, actually, going liberal wouldn't be too bad. We get more return on our investment. 10% more revenue from offices would also be quite nice. But that stability is helping us a lot. And with our stability is that high, you know what we can do? Motherfucker, we increase the tax rate. We love taxes. Everybody say it with me. We love taxes. Like, we can't get enough of them. Okay, do more counterterrorism training. And our financial sector is almost done. It costs us $15 billion. That's okay. $7 billion for 2 infrastructure. $7 billion for 2 more infrastructure. But then we can maybe go down to European investors. Actually, for us to do this, we actually need to get you done. Which requires us to do this. Oh, $3.5 billion? Oh, that's nothing. That's like a... That's less than a week of income. And look at us. We've almost reached the lauded $1 trillion. Look, we're over 919 billion. Doing infrastructure, office parks, military factory, and naval dockyards basically like don't exist. But that's okay. They should have had an election as well. You guys all seem like you're having a pretty decent time. Who likes me? Cameroon, Benin, Guyana. I mean, Mauritania's on our side now. That's cool. Thing is, like, we don't get enough. I mean, I would love to try to influence somebody else, but I need it really to fight my own. We're almost back to being #1. So I'm gonna throw 100 points into combating foreign influence. Thing is, I still need to save the points in order to reduce corruption even more. Medium corruption, modest corruption. If we get our way to negligible, there's actually just, like, no penalties for this, which I'd be pretty happy with. Or an investment cost. It also makes it cheaper to actually invest in us. So maybe more people would be willing to just give me money. Can I not invest too? Or is it, or the infrastructure already, like, maxed out? Oh, because they can only have up to 5. 7.15 there. How much in here? They're already at max. Okay. Is there, like, a poor country that we have a little bit of influence in? Guyana. 99.4%. How are you not just a puppet state yet? I don't understand. Same with Liberia. 92% support from the United States. Like, they're going off. What about, like, Togo? Anyone around here? What about, like, Niger? 1.6%. Chad? 1.35%. Oh, you have any place with shitty infrastructure? Let's just build 3 infrastructure in the Chadian capital. We do border each other, so throw that in there. Our investment income will go up for that. That's like a solid 30% increase on our bonuses. Sierra Leone has capitulated somebody. I don't know who, but that's okay. Construction. I mean, construction speed is nice. Resource gain efficiency. Now, give me the construction speed, because we can use that. Guess what? To build more office parks. Our next office park's almost done as well. And we just build offices. We're gonna make not Lagos. Lagos is not important compared to Abuja. How many people live in Abuja? 7.2 million. 43 million. Okay, less people do live here. But we get the construction bonus here, right? 60%, 60%. Well, after we're done pimping out our capital, we'll start building more stuff in Lagos. That's fine. I'm ready to make. I was gonna say make that sacrifice. Oh no, I'm making myself richer. How dare you? How dare you, me? But there we go. We're back to #1. I'm very, very happy to see that. We need to attack anybody else's influence. I mean, it's really just the British. China a little bit as well, 16.56. So you can maybe think about getting them their influence lowered a little bit as well. How much do you cost me? It's like 3 billion. Can I build an office park? Its base cost is 20. I could. You know what? Do it. Wait, how long until you're done? Okay, we have more than a week. So right now we basically have $102 billion sitting in the bank, because we can only get 60%. If we ever needed to, we could sell this for $60 billion, which I probably wouldn't do. Seychelles, sure, why not? You're not the Seychelles. No, the Seychelles are You're the Seychelles. No, you Cameros. You're the Seychelles. Yes. Okay. I mean, I'm not too worried about what what's going on in the Seychelles Islands. To be quite honest with you. Bengal has elected a new party. What's going on? What's even going on the Ivory Coast? I mean, we got like 2 nationalists and the left-wing radicals. Like, none of them are really like. I guess maybe you guys, right-wing populists, like maybe we support the Ivorian Nuka forces. Is that who we're supporting right now? No, you're for Robert. Why? You're for you, the military junta. Yeah, you know, let's actually recognize your government. We need to recognize any of these people. I don't think so. We actually just can't even support the new forces in the north. I guess I'll support the junta. Like, why not? You give me any money? Under political power, the oligarchs like me a little bit more. We're getting a little bit of a bonus for construction speed, a little more resource gain. I'll be honest. I don't really care too much about the tribal leaders. I would like to replace them, but again, it is like 1,800 political power, which is expensive. Like, that's a lot. I don't think I've ever seen anything cost that much. Sweden has left the European Union. So what? Think I give a single shit? I don't. Oh, Pakistan's actually turned to war. I mean, Afghanistan's still pushing toward... Oh, Afghanistan actually took Islamabad. But Pakistan is pushing their way into Kandahar. Very, very... Mozambique, what the hell is this flag? I don't know. It kind of goes hard, though. I kind of like it. I mean, the other flag does have, like, an AK-47 on it, which also is pretty fucking good. I can't even... What is that symbol? Oh, it's a bird. I don't know what the name of the bird is. I think that's a sweet flag. Just putting it out there. It's better than our flag. Our flag is just green stripes. The NLDs come to power in Myanmar. Give me another... how much money am I making right now? $5 billion? We're rolling in cash. Oh my god. Stability's at 74%. I mean, that could be a tax hike. To be honest with you. Give me like 1% more on corporate tax. We're making $5 billion. You know, because you're civilian construction speed by 1%. Not civilian construction speed. Consumer goods. And your stability. But again, stability, like, our stability's already so high. Like, people love us. 36% tax hike. Fuck it. No, it's not. 37%. We're making money. $7.8 billion. The more money I make, the more I can, you know, invest in our country. I say that. I really wish that I could invest my own money. Like, I can invest in Chad. I really wish I could spend money to build factories in my own country. I think that would be really nice to do. But I don't think it's possible, which I'm a little saddened by. Like, I can buy guns. Like, maybe we can buy some helicopters or planes at some point in the future. European investment, stable development, extreme industrialization. Do I need the insane industrialization, though? Building slots is garbage. It's 4 civilian factories, really. Versus daily political power. I mean, you're just better. Yeah, you're just better. 10% stability here is okay. Yeah, let's do some sustainable development. We love to see it. But I think that at least right now is a really good time for us to end off for today. So thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not do we click some down. And we're subscribing. Goodbye.